thought it would be fun to unbox and try all the new Asian skincare products that I found in stores in New York City with you guys. Yes, you heard it right. I said Asian skincare and not just Korean skincare. We have some Japanese skincare in the mix here today, so yay! But I would say most of them are K-beauty products, so in case you guys are wondering, those of you who are hardcore K-beauty fans, I did a lot of shopping in the city over the last year, and I picked up some beauty products that I think you guys would be interested in. But more importantly, these are products that are super affordable, and I'm talking actually affordable, like they're under $12 or $10. I'll try to display the store locations on screen as best as I can. And I think some of these products are from like a pop-up event, so I can't obviously display those locations anymore because they don't exist. We got sunscreens, we got serums, so stay right here. Hi, hello, 안녕입니다. 반갑습니다. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Ray, and if you don't know who I am, that's okay because you can find out more about me here on all social media platforms. My skin type is oily, sensitive, reactive, dehydrated, and sometimes depending on the season it can also be combination. On this channel I review skincare products so that you can shop with confidence. But for today's video I am going to try all these products. Hold on, give me 1 second. There are a lot. All these products, we're gonna try them together today. And just to show that I went to the actual store, look, Nature Republic and OG. More about them very soon. And feel free to ask me any questions about these products in the comment section in case I don't answer your questions while I'm talking about these products in this video. Again, this is my first impression, so I'm definitely gonna miss a few things here and there. But if you have any questions or if you're curious about learning more about these products, just let me know and then I can tell you what I feel about these products as I keep trying them off camera after this video is over. And with that being said, let's go. 우리 가자. All right, to start this video off, I found these two. Oh, they're heavy. I found these two products at a clearance sale at this Red Ginseng store in K-Town, New York City. You might have seen this store in like TikTok videos or something because at one point they were going viral. There's always a line outside the store because of the clearance sale. I don't know how long their clearance sale will last because the last time I checked, which was like in November, the clearance sale was still going on, and I picked these up I think over the summer. So, and you can literally find really popular K-beauty products to very niche K-beauty products. I've seen Mixun for like $10 there. I've seen Skin 1004. I've seen Round Lab. All my favorite brands are there too. But when I was there, I was like, I'm gonna go and pick up brands and products that I've never tried before and that I've always wanted to try, because that's the whole point. And yes, before you ask, I double checked everything at this clearance sale to make sure that they are authentic. And I happened to pick up these products for $5 each, I believe, unless they were lower than $5. But I just remember they were so cheap that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get these. Okay, we switch over to this view because I want to show you guys the products close up, and I can't do that with my other camera. So here we are. Hope you guys can hear me pretty well. I just cleansed my face, so it's super dry right now. I did put on some lip balm because I don't have any lip balm today, and my lips are super dry, so I need to put on lip balm. As you can see, how dry my skin is. Usually it's really chok, you know, like moist. Right now it is dry as a Sahara Desert. And I don't know if this mic can actually cancel all the noise in the background, so you might hear like my roommates in the background as usual. Gigott's all-in-one capsule ampule. I am excited. I tried this at the store before I bought it because they had a tester. And I remember this one being very sticky, so I'm not really sure if I will love it, but I still got it because I want to show you guys just how big of a bottle it is. Like, this is 200 mils of an ampule. The only other time I've seen a brand do this is like Mixun with their hyaluronic acid glacier serum. That one, you can buy that at like 200, is it 200 or 300 mil? And you can get one in like a 30 mil. I always get the one that's like the larger one because I love it. But yeah, this is the real deal. I got it at a store, clearance sale, but the packaging is actually really interesting. There is a seal here, so don't worry, super protected. But what I noticed about this bottle is that bottle itself is a clear, glossy bottle. It's plastic, but then the actual label, I guess they put on is, I wouldn't say matte, but it is more on the matte side. There's no like fingerprinting on it. It has a sand-blasted texture to it, which is really interesting. Kind of gives like the packaging like a two-tone layer design. I'm gonna rip this off. Ooh, wait, I think I smell something. It doesn't smell like artificial fragrance, but it smells a little bit soapy. I wonder if it's like the aloe vera extract. It also comes in this pop cap. Why is this so hard? A difficult pop cap. Let's see the texture. Ooh, it feels like aloe vera gel, honestly. Wow. Interesting. It's just very thick, not very gooey actually. I thought it would be gooey. Very watery once it melts into your skin. Like one of those jelly texture that becomes like a watery serum. Very nice, very soothing. Has a cooling effect as well. Okay, now I need this on my face because my face is so dry. Oh my gosh. Ooh, you guys see that? It's just like plop, plop. Oh, it's really runny actually. Wow. All right. My skin is so dry. Oh my God. And if you're wondering why I put on the hats, because I was too lazy to do my hair after I rinsed my face because it was like really wet. Okay, it sinks in really quickly. It is a little bit sticky once it sets though, so I'm not a huge fan of like the stickiness. Honestly, not a bad ampule. I'm glad I got it for $5. I honestly probably would not pay full price for this product. It just, I don't know, feels very mediocre. I don't dislike it, but I also don't think that there's anything spectacular about this product. I know I've heard from Sue Beauty that Jigott is like a very OG K-beauty brand. It's been around for a long time. And I was surprised to see this at the clearance sale at this random red ginseng store in New York City in K-Town. Again, not a huge fan, but also not really hating on it. I think it's a fine ampule to try if you have $5 to spare. If you have really oily skin, this one is a really good option because it is really... Wait, hold on. How long has it been? It's been like a minute. Okay, I take it back. It actually isn't sticky at all. If you have dry skin, this one I feel like will not do much for you. It's not hydrating, it's not moisturizing. It's just, it's almost like it creates this really quick oil control on your skin. So if you have oily skin, this one I feel like is a good option. I was honestly surprised, like literally on camera just now, because I'm touching my face right now. It feels like I have nothing on. It feels like a glorified aloe gel. So if you have oily skin, give this one a try. If you don't want to keep using just straight up aloe vera gel, this one has Cica in it, which is also really calming. But other than that, I don't see a huge need for this ampule at all. Moving on to the next product, which is the Daily Real Cica Emulsion. This one I'm interested to try because I do need a nice emulsion. Sometimes I like using emulsion over moisturizers in the summertime, but in the wintertime I actually like using emulsion with a moisturizer because my skin is so dehydrated. Yeah, and this is a gigantic bottle. Also has that very like sandblasted touch to it. This is 300 ml. Wow, gigantic bottle. Okay. Also has a pop cap. I don't trust these caps, honestly. Like when I travel, sometimes they always pop and then everything leaks out. So I'm really scared. This one also has a seal here, so we're gonna take that off. Ooh. This one has that like melon, cantaloupe, honeydew kind of smell, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but this one does have fragrance. At least I see it in the ingredients list. The ampule earlier, I didn't see fragrance at all listed in the ingredients, but it did smell like that aloe vera scent. This one definitely has a really noticeable fragrance to it, which I don't know if I like or dislike, but so far I am finding it very pleasant. Let's check out the texture. Whoa. Oh, okay, it just comes out really quickly. It has a very opaque whiteness to it. But it is a very, very liquidy kind of moisturizer. It's exactly the type of consistency that oily skin types would like because this one will not feel too heavy on your skin. It feels very light. Yeah, it has that like honeydew scent to it. I'm not loving it, but it also, I feel like it's needed because I feel like I'm also noticing now as I'm smelling it, without that honeydew sweet scent to it, you smell a lot of that almost like glue-like scent. Like, it's not as bad as Elmer's glue, but it has that like a plasticky silicone smell to it. So I think that's why they included the fragrance, because otherwise, without the fragrance, I probably would not like the smell at all. It has a weird lab chemical smell to it, which I'm not a huge fan of. I know it's like you can't get rid of it because, you know, that's how skincare is made, but I don't know, sometimes I'm like, yeah, if you could just reduce that a little bit, that'll be great. And I think one of the most effective ways and the most efficient ways to do that is to include fragrance. All right, my skin is like the Sahara Desert right now. I need moisture. I'm gonna use this much just to try it out, and then if I need more, I'll layer more. Interesting. Hold on, let me get a close-up. Again, very sticky upon application. We'll see if it actually stays very sticky. A little bit too close, hold on. I'm also gonna put on my forehead. I always forget my forehead when I do demos and videos. What I noticed is that this emulsion sets really quickly. It's already like sunken in. It leaves a slightly like tacky feeling, but it's not like those uncomfortable tacky feeling. This is really manageable. I like it. As an oily skin type, I don't mind this. And I feel like this entire line is really good for oily skin types, if anything. So basically, you're not gonna get that glass skin look, but you will get that very evened out, fresh looking kind of skin, which I actually like that more than glass skin because as an oily skin type, I tend to look super greasy with glass skin, and I only look good in glass skin for like the first half hour, and then 30 minutes later my skin just looks really bad because like the pores are more prominent as an oily skin type. And when you have so much oil on your skin and you add that layer of like glass on top of it, there's no way to kind of like fix it so that you don't notice your pores. And that's why I like this kind of like finish, because this finish makes me feel and look more, I would say, presentable in a way, right? This makes me feel like I'm put together and that I have started my day already and my skin still looks and appears very fresh, which I really like. I don't know why I'm so excited to talk about this upcoming product, but I think it's because of my nostalgia for this brand. I went to Nature Republic, guys. There are not that many stores left in the city or in America in general, but I went to the one in Flushing, Queens. For this video's purposes, I only chose to talk about the skincare because the other products I picked up were makeup for the lips, so I figured they don't really fit well in this kind of theme because I want to focus on skincare for this video at least. And in case you didn't know, okay, Nature Republic is one of those OG K-beauty brands that really paved the way for the K-beauty brands we have today. And they've been around in the States here since the 2000s. But I feel like in recent years, their notoriety, their brand identity really declined. And it's really because we have so many brands right now. And everyone is fighting for the top spots on social media. Everyone's chasing the virality. But Nature Republic was like, we're just gonna do our thing. We're not gonna chase virality. We're not gonna jump through fire. We're not gonna pull tricks out of our sleeves. We're just gonna keep it real and we're gonna lay low. And that's what they did. And you know me, this channel, we're not about that glitz and shine kind of thing, okay? We don't care about all the bells and whistles. We talk about what truly matters, the actual functionality of products, whether or not they're affordable. This is what we care about, okay? I don't care if your skincare products can do a somersault. I don't care if your brand can perfect AI images to make it seem like these products are great, okay? Because at this point, y'all are just lying. And I pride myself to be skincare's #1 AI detector. In case you didn't know, I really hate AI. Anyway, like I said, I went to Flushing, Queens' branch of Nature Republic. Shout out to Queens, the best borough of New York. And in case I haven't mentioned it like a million times already, Nature Republic was one of the first K-beauty stores to ever open in New York City. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just walk into Nature Republic and I just browse, window shop, okay? It's like my favorite pastime at this point. I feel like the last two products were not bad at all, especially for oily skin types. And I think because I'm an oily skin type, when I do shop for products, I always go at it with an oily skin type in mind, which is myself. And I'm so sorry if that excludes a lot of dry skin type viewers on my channel because I'm sorry, I can't relate. I really can't relate. Like my whole life has been oily skin, like issues, right? Whether it's like, you know, hugging someone and then like feeling that, you know, skin to skin feeling and, you know, not knowing if that other person is okay with that, and so many issues where like that's how I grew up. So my whole life has been about oily skin, so I'm so sorry if I'm not thinking about dry skin types in mind. Next is Nature Republic's Good Skin Ampule. They have 10 different options, like I said earlier. This one is the AHA peeling version. It's interesting to me because, oh, I thought I was gonna need a scissor for this. The staff at the store was very nice because she was like, oh, you know, you have oily skin, so you should try this one. And it's funny because the Nature Republic store that I went to, the where I usually go to, they only had 2 versions. It was this one and the green one, which I think is like the soothing one. So it's only soothing and peeling. And I was like, I wanted to see the entire range, but no, they didn't have the entire range. Anyway, so this one comes in this plastic container. All of them do, okay? They don't have any other packaging, at least not from what I've seen. And I don't think this is like the American version. I think this is straight up from Korea because it's hard to find information on this or on these products from the Good Skin Ampule line online. So I've only found like really limited information unless I go to like the US store, but then the US store for Nature Republic is actually really like not useful because all their ingredients are just lump sum into like one ingredients list for all 10 of the serums, which is annoying. But let's open it right now. 어떻게 해야지? 이렇게. 그치? Oh, there we go. This comes right off. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, guys, look, it's so pretty. You guys know how much I love blue. 너무 예뻐. It looks very watery, actually. I didn't notice that at first. Really cool. I actually want to smell and see what it smells like. Interesting. It has a very fruity smell to it, which I was not expecting because usually with products like this, it's like straight up just active ingredients and that's it. But this one has a very fruity smell to it. Definitely more citrusy, if anything, than any other kind of fruits. It has this plastic cap with a pump bottle. Let's check out the... Ooh, very watery. I like watery serums and ampules. Something about the thinner, lighter weight kind of serums just makes my skin happy. Just as I thought, this is a very thin kind of ampule, so it actually sinks into my skin really quickly. There's no time needed, it just goes right in. And I already noticed that on the back of my hand, it's starting to do that like a peeling effect where I'm noticing some more dead skin come off. That's promising. I'm gonna do it directly on my skin. Let's go. Yummy. Really starting not to like the fragrance or the scent. Pretty sure it's just like citrus, limonene kind of scent. It's not as like obvious as other brands and products, but I don't like it. Hope they can just remove that, honestly. So sometimes when it comes to like peeling solutions or these kind of like peeling ampules, what they mean is that it actually is meant to remove the dead skin on top of your skin surface, but also to control the oil in these pores, help with the sebum production and everything. So we'll see if this actually does anything for my skin in terms of that, but keep using this over time. It feels really good though. I like this texture. I love this. Very watery, very lightweight kind of ampule. Yeah, this feels really nice. 너무너무 좋아요. I think I said this earlier. This is really good for oily skin types. I personally think that if you have sensitive skin, you might not need this at all. If you have sensitive skin that causes you to have any kind of reaction, acne, rosacea, or anything, try to stay away from AHA and go for like a BHA solution, because that actually travels deeper into your skin, so that skin doesn't actually produce any kind of like friction or any kind of reasons to flare up. But for oily skin types who are not super sensitive, I feel like my skin is sensitive, but I hear all of you guys' stories telling me how your skin is super sensitive, and I compare my skin to your skin, and I notice that my oily skin and my sensitive skin isn't as sensitive when it comes to how you guys are sensitive. So I learned that really quickly when I first created this channel. I thought my skin was super sensitive to begin with, like since I was born. Hearing your stories, I've realized like I think my oily skin and my sensitive skin kind of balance each other out. I feel like if I had dry skin and sensitive skin, I might relate to you guys even more because I know how bad that is. But my sensitive skin is actually pretty well managed at this point. I'm happy about that. But I feel like if you have dry and sensitive skin, maybe don't go for this one. They do have another ampule from the same line, from the Good Skin line, and it's really affordable. I got this for, I have my receipt here. Woo-hoo-hoo. I can't show you guys because it has my credit card number on it. But I got this peeling ampule for $8.90. It was $9, guys. I feel like you can definitely use this up really quickly if you consistently use it. Oh, I want to put it on my forehead. Oh, so yeah, I feel like $10 isn't too bad for a brand and their product that is really well known in the industry. I feel like you can spend $10 on something like much worse than Nature Republic's Good Skin Ampule. So I really like it. I think this one feels and applies a lot better already than the Jigott ampule that I tried earlier. This one just speaks to me more, if you will, you know? Sometimes a product just kind of clicks with your skin really quickly, and that's a great feeling, you know? The problem with this ampule is that it is much stickier. It's tackier than the Jigott ampule, which that one definitely wins by miles. This one is just, I don't know, I feel like if only this can just be not as sticky, I'll be really happy about it. I was so excited when I found this product at a TESO. This is Apue's The Pure Tea Tree Spot Serum. It is so tiny. In case you didn't know, TESO Life is one of those many Asian good imports stores in the US. They got skincare, snacks, drinks, toys, blind boxes, you name it. Kitchenware, everything. And I don't usually shop at TESO unless I really have to, because their stuff isn't exactly affordable. I think I mentioned this in my live stream before, but I found their US version of the Round Lab Birch Juice Moisturizing Sunscreen for $25. TESO, you want to go to jail? But once in a blue moon, I would walk into a TESO and I would find hidden gems like this one. I think I got this one for like $6. But yeah, to be very honest, I think TESO is one of those stores that really hikes up their prices, especially when it comes to imported skincare. But like I said, I was lucky that time when I walked in. I picked this up and also picked up this product, which I'll talk about in a second. Let's get right into this spot serum. I'm excited. The Pure Tea Tree Spot Serum. I'm excited for this one. I bought this honestly for my sister because she has like concerns with acne scarring, but more importantly, she has concerns with acne, and she's afraid that after her acne is gone, she'll have like a lot of scarring. I have a lot of scarring actually, but I feel like I don't really pay attention to stuff like that as much as she does. But once I try this, I'm gonna let her try the rest of it. I'll give this to her and then have her finish using it. Interesting packaging. It feels almost like a medical grade kind of product. It feels like this is something I would get from like my derm. I don't know. It just feels very clinical, if you will. There are only 8 milliliters of this. I think I said this earlier. Definitely a spot serum, not like, you don't use this everywhere, okay? Don't be wasting this at all. I actually want to know if this will have fragrance. Is it twist or is it a pull cap? Oh, it's a twist cap. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it has an applicator. I was not expecting. I thought it was like those little spot creams where you like just dot it all over. Oh, it has an applicator. It is fancy. It's a fancy applicator too. The little doe foot, I think that's what they call it, or this is like a silicone doe foot kind of. I don't know if it's dope. Yeah, don't quote me on that. Okay, no fragrance so far. It's just very like medicinal. It has that herbal smell to it. It's very minty, almost like a sweet bitterness to it. And lucky for us, I have a pimple. I grew one last night. It sounds like I'm farming pimples at this point, but I have a pimple here. Okay, I have one here. Ooh, I have a lot. This one popped a while ago. It's definitely leaving some kind of scar, which I'm not happy about. You know, I don't notice a lot of my acne and pimple until I get this up close with you guys. I tell you guys all the time, like when you have acne, honestly, the best way to deal with it is try your best and don't think too much about it. A little bit more. I'm not sure if I like this applicator at all. Something about it feels like not so hygienic, you know? I have one on my nose. See how big my pores are? Okay. I think I have something on my forehead. Oh, I thought I did. Never mind. Maybe this one. This is an old scar. Okay, let's hope it works. It's very cute. I like it. It's very like travel size friendly. You can just throw it in your bag and then be on your way. Screenshot it if you want to try this. This was only $6. This sunscreen is made by one of my most favorite Japanese skincare companies right now, and they're called Omi, O-M-I. Omi actually makes my favorite lip balm products, the Deepener Lip Balm. I talk about this a lot on this channel, and some of you have seen me use this lip balm in my live streams. I will never shut up about these lip balms. They are so affordable. Although I feel like I get these at TESO, so they're like $6, but if you go on YesStyle, you can find this lip balm for like $4. But anyway, when I was at TESO, right, I saw their sunscreen. I didn't know they had a new sunscreen out. The last time I tried an Omi sunscreen was their Verdio sunscreen, which it was this milky sun essence. So good. Back then, I think that sunscreen was like $12. Now I feel like they're like $22, which is kind of crazy to me. But back to this sunscreen. You will not believe how much I paid for this sunscreen. I have to look at my screen. Yeah. Put down the guess you have for this pricing in the comments below right now. Right now. This very moment. Do it right now. I'll wait. All right. Are you guys ready? Yeah. It was $3.50 on sale. I got this for $3.50. $3.50. It was only a little bit pricier than one MTA train ride in New York City. Are you kidding me? Do you know how insane that is? $3.50 for a sunscreen. Are you kidding me? I think the original price was $7 the last time I checked on TESO's website. I couldn't believe it either. And you can actually find this on YesStyle. So if you don't have a TESO in your area, you can pick this up at YesStyle. But the catch is this only comes in 30 grams. So it's not a lot of product, but it would be great for traveling if you travel a lot. But you'll probably have to restock the sunscreen almost like every week if you intend to use this every single day. And last time I checked, I don't think they have a full size, like a larger bottle of this. This is their standard. All right, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're trying Japanese sunscreen again. Woo! This one comes in this kind of packaging, like most Japanese sunscreens. You just gotta rip it off. Oh, I did a bad job. Oh, I screwed up. There was this opening here that was supposed to puncture and then get it out, but I screwed it up. All right, it's okay. 괜찮아요. 다이조부. 요아이모. Cut it up. Come on now. Why is it so difficult to get out? I like this packaging a lot because it's got a bear on it and it's called a Sun Bears Active and it's silver and it's real cute. Plasticky. It has a bead inside. As you shake it, it's gonna break up the filter so it doesn't clump up in the bottle. I love the sound because it reminds me of like the old school sunscreens that like our parents used to use. You know what? Like I don't mind that at all. And every time I notice that there's like this bead inside the sunscreen, I just think that there has to be some kind of like mineral filter in terms of like a UV filter inside, because usually those are the filters that really clump up. The newer filters out there in the market in the industry right now don't really clump up. And I just checked the ingredients list. It does have titanium oxide, which is a mineral filter, which is actually really good because I think I'm seeing other filters as well. And it says on the ingredients list that there is fragrance. Let's see how bad the fragrance is. This is the applicator. Look how tiny it is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, it is running. I love this type of sunscreen, okay? This is my favorite type of sun fluid. Ah! Yes. Okay, now I just need this to be in like a gigantic bottle and I'll be really happy. Oh! It smells like mint, which is really concerning because it's gonna sting my eyes, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's gonna sting my eyes. Oh, thank gosh, there's no white cast. What? Oh my god, I'm so happy. Look at this, guys. Oh, the blendability. It's so easy to blend. Definitely the mint is really getting to my eyes right now. My eyes are getting watery. Why would you put mint? Why would you make your sunscreen minty? It makes no sense, Japan. Omi. fix this right now. Oh me. I like it though. I really like it. And it's kind of mattifying. Hold on. It's very almost chalky when it's set. This is how you use titanium oxide in the sunscreen, okay? This is how you do it. Oh, okay. Now I know why it's cooling. It has a cooling sensation because of the mint. Okay, I get it now, but I don't appreciate it because it stings my eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this in really quick because I do have to go outside later today to do some grocery shopping. I like this, guys. I really like this. Just not the mint. Anything and everything but the mint, okay? Everything about the sunscreen is great except for the minty stuff. Wait, hold on. Am I noticing a white cast? Because I didn't put on my nose, right? So there's white cast, isn't it? Yeah. Like from far away, I noticed the white cast. You see how this shade is much brighter than this area? Let me put on my nose just to be sure. Guys, I have a bad habit of forgetting to apply sunscreen on my nose. Hello? Take away my channel right now. And I forget this part, my chin. I feel like that's a lot of sunscreen to use. I feel like I'm already out of sunscreen. This will last me like maybe a week, honestly. It's a really good sunscreen to bring with you when you travel. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, I feel like it does have a tone-up effect. I just realized I made the mistake of applying this sunscreen all over my face because I have another sunscreen to put on. Originally, I was telling myself, I was like, Ray, you're gonna put the bare sunscreen on one side because you have another sunscreen to try on the other side. This is why they say men don't listen. I don't listen to myself either. But I will say, overall, my whole face is very cool right now. Like, my heat is like turned up, okay, because it is the dead of winter right now. My heat is turned up in my room, but my face is so cool right now. I want you guys to touch it. So cool. I mean, it doesn't feel cool to the touch, but my skin, like my whole face is like, ah, you know? This is a really interesting sensation to have on my face right now. It is so cool. I've never experienced this before. This is really interesting to me. I found this sunscreen at TESO as well the last time when I went to pick up this spot serum. And what's funny is I did not expect to see Dewytree, the brand, at TESO. And I feel like it's not because it's an underrated brand in Asia. It's pretty well known in Asia, but I feel like in the US it's not as popular, and yet TESO was like, we're gonna give them a shot. But this one is actually their US version of Deweytree's best-selling sunscreen, and it's the Urban Shade Hyaluronic Lightweight Sunscreen SPF 50 broad spectrum. And I believe in Korea it would have been SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. I actually tried the tester at the store and I really liked the finish, but I only tried it on the back of my hand that time, so I couldn't really tell how it will sit on my face. I have oily skin, like I said earlier, so sunscreens will always feel different on my face compared to my hand. The oils of my face will always kind of penetrate through the sunscreen and change the texture and the finish of the sunscreen, which is really annoying, but that's why I'm here to try it with you guys. It's Deweytree's Urban Shade Hyaluronic Lightweight Sunscreen, and I'm so sorry for putting on the whole sunscreen earlier all over my face, because now I don't know if I can actually try this product with full transparency as an experience for you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible skinfluencer. I actually hate that term. I hate that term, skinfluencer. I am a content creator, guys. Do not get it twisted. All right. There are 4 sun filters here: octocrylene, homosalates, octosalates, and avobenzone. Am I gonna love this sunscreen? Hello? This is really pretty. I don't care what people say about like boring skincare packaging. This to me excites me, okay? This is exciting to me. I love packaging like this. It's very demure, it's very toned down, and it tells me I'm a sunscreen. Ooh, okay, so there are no seals, okay? Just to be very clear, some of you guys ask me questions like, oh, is there a seal and stuff when it comes to like packaging? I try to show you guys as best as I can. Whenever there's a seal, I'll tell you if there's a seal. If there are no seals, sometimes I forget to show you guys and tell you and confirm. So here I am confirming it. There are no seals here, okay? I don't smell anything, so that's a good sign. Might as well put it all over my face, right? Because I did that for the bare sunscreen. Oh, this is not as watery as I remembered it to be. Because the Korean one was very, very watery. Once I brought it to the US, it's not as watery. On the creamier side of sunscreen, which is interesting. Very interesting. Am I even allowed to like layer sunscreens on like this? Like different brand sunscreen? I'm kind of scared. Okay, so far this is like the opposite of the bare sunscreen. I actually like this one a lot. I like this application a lot. It feels so nice. I want to draw a sun. Oh, it feels so nice. No white cast. Yeah. No white cast. Yeah, we celebrate it because there's no white cast. There's no white cast. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't consider the sunscreen as moisturizing the way I feel like they're trying to market it as. It is lightweight for sure. It's very lightweight. The moment I put it on, it goes into my skin and it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. But in terms of moisturization and hydration, I don't really see those claims being true. I definitely think you need a moisturizer before using the sunscreen. Do not skip your moisturizer because again, if it's a US version of any kind of Korean sunscreen, chances are it's not gonna be as moisturizing, okay? We've learned that, okay? We've learned that from Round Lab already. But my brows are very, very powdery because of the Bare sunscreen, oh my gosh. All right, we tried all these skincare products already. How do you guys feel? Ask me how I feel right now. I have a lot of things on my face. I've never felt better because I have really, really good sunscreen on right now. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's interesting. After applying the Bare sunscreen, my skin was like very, mattified and very light. And then I put on the Dewytree sunscreen on top of it. And now I feel like my skin is so like soft and supple. This is like the best Try K-Beauty with me episode ever because I think everything I tried today, it was really good. Okay, I'm really happy. Except for when I poked myself with my nail here earlier. Now I have like this gigantic red mark on my face. All right, back to the studio we go. Kaja, which way are we going? Kaja. And that is all for this video. We've gone through a lot of products today. I am tired. My face is tired. But I want to know which product caught your eye. Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, I will leave all the product links in the down bar below for you guys to check out in case you guys are interested. Please help this channel grow by subscribing and sharing this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time. But until then, be safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, be gentle with yourself. I mean it! 안녕! Come back for more. 주세요, 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 주세요.